So quick profile on James Warren. He's Jimmy's cousin and secret CEO. I heard that he's very aggressive. I've heard him referred to as a psychopath who screams at people and hits his girlfriends. There's allegedly domestic violence charges that were filed against him. And I say allegedly because it turns out there's a lot of people in North Carolina named James Warren who assault their girlfriends, I guess.
1 week later.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. A bit late on this one. I was aiming for Wednesday, but I just have a lot going on at the moment. Today's video, I'm going to be revisiting DogPack's last video, being his third video on Mr. Beast. But before I get into that, quick shout out to Honk. I will remember you always. Do not forget that. I will remember you if you're watching. Also, make sure that if you enjoyed today's video to like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Alright, back to the video. So I just want to apologize to DogPack for some mistakes I made in my last video. Yeah, never mind, that. I was right about this guy. He's a complete fraud. This man should have just stuck with exposing Mr. Beast for faking videos.
Now be like shocked, like have your hands over your face, like you're emotional as you can be. So like have your hand reaching for it and then like be like shocked, like you're, yeah.
It's a bit of a show, and it's his fault, basically. So, I mean, he brought the allegation of the sex offender being hired to light, but only because Mr. Jake I'm Unfunny Weddle brought it to him.
Swear to God, I was in my room dancing like BB Drizzy. BB Drizzy. Let's go shoot. Let's go shoot.
Oh, and he made a decent first video with nothing crazy. I mean, I've already showed the clip from the end of the video, but nothing crazy like, you know, he hired a literal sex offender stuff, you know, nothing like that, but still expose-worthy. But then he goes on to make a third video, which he's now calling a 2.5 video, I guess. And he was originally planning on unlisting the video, but not now, I guess, even after he majorly f***ed up on some big points in his video, being James Warren beating his wife or some shit. He says in the video, he says that James Warren beats dogs, which he just never expands on. He doesn't even show like a screenshot of like anyone saying it or anyone telling him this. He just says it. When he goes over the LaCoya Hill stuff, he includes like 50 screenshots with some of them being sus because why did you include this? It's got nothing to do with the other ones. This one's just like a random one, but like he doesn't show anything for this. Oh, and then after that, here's what happens. I've already showed you it, but yeah. Turns out, all he had to do was wait a week for that information to be confirmed. Look at this. James Warren DV charge update. The 6 NC criminal court cases were not for DV. I have some Freedom of Information Act requests out, but an alleged current Mr. Beast employee reached out to me giving their side of the story. I think this person is mistaken with a lot of details, but I do now believe the James Warren DV case that circulated the office was most likely the wrong James Warren. Of course, none of my sources knew that. I tried multiple times to get in touch with the person who allegedly found the charges before making my video and did not get a response. I should have waited on the Freedom of Information requests before mentioning the DV charge allegations. However, I believe I was clear in my video that they were just allegations of charges of themselves unproven accusations, not convictions. I am not a professional journalist or investigator. We know that. My goal is just to bring credible allegations to light so they can properly be investigated and people can be held accountable. I still believe that there are other credible allegations involving James Warren that need to be investigated. No, thank you for making me read this. Okay.
I am not crazy! I am not crazy. Are you telling me that a man just happens to fall like that? No, he orchestrated it. Jimmy! As if I could ever make such a mistake. Never. Never. I just couldn't prove it. He covered his tracks. He got that idiot at the copy shop to lie for him.
Gil, please, you don't have to go.
You think this is something? You think this is bad? This chicanery? He's done worse. He defecated through a sunroof. And I saved him. He'll never change.
the whole reason people started bringing this information to DogPack, such as Jake Weddle, was because his first and second video gave him some real credibility, especially the second half of part 2 with the sex offender allegations. Now, because he got way too impatient while waiting for the Freedom of Information requests, he fumbled it. Literally all he had to do, if he really cared about the story as he claims he does and not about clout, was wait for the Freedom of Information requests to come back and confirm or throw away these domestic violence allegations. But because the story was dying, he threw together a rushed video to try and keep the story alive and prayed to Christ that these Freedom of Information requests came back in his favor. They didn't, and now we're here. Not only does this third video of his take away his credibility, but it also takes away the credibility of his sources. If he can f this allegation up, what else can he f up? Or has he f***ed up already? We just don't know, but it's definitely tarnished his trustability for me. I can't just take him at his word now. I didn't before. I like seeing proof for stuff before I go with the allegation, but I don't know, man. This story is just old now, and he's just dragging it on. So, my personal request to DogPack is to hurry the f*** up, but also don't do what you did before. We rushed the allegations out, so actually, I would say take your time. But I say that with gritted teeth, because this story's boring as shit. Now, attached to the tweet is a screenshot, and in the screenshot, there's a source talking to him in a text conversation, and this source is saying some pretty wild stuff about Mr. Beast's ex-girlfriend, which is really funny when you realize what DogPack said about her in his last video.
Now, I almost feel like there's been a campaign against Maddie Spidell to discredit her before she's even shared any information. A lot of like cloud chaser and gold digger allegations. I'll show some of the brain dead media coverage headed by Cuckstar and his news organization Drama Alert. So here's just one of his many posts about Maddie. Thread of every time Mr. Beast's ex-girlfriend allegedly shaded him, downplaying the clout chasing claims against her. So let's see this extensive thread.
Guys, Drama Alert is bad because they post about her a lot and are taking away from her credibility before she can come out with her own story. And that's bad. Guys, stop poisoning the well. Anyway, here's a screenshot of me talking to a Mr. Beast employee about how she's an annoying cunt. So DogPack starts us out by saying, do you know about the James Warren DV charges? And then this guy goes, people joke about this, but as far as I know, it's not true. One day we did a Google search in the office to check, but nothing. The originator of the rumors was Jimmy's ex-girlfriend, Maddie Spidell. Between you and me, she's a wine drunk and has always wanted to gossip on set. She told me a lot, but everyone has to be nice to her because she was dating Jimmy. If you can't tell by now, Mr. Beast is filled with gossip and rumors and toxic crap. New rumors every day. Are you kidding me? He posted this. Jesus Christ. Talk about poisoning the well. DogPack, you just showed the world that she's apparently a wine drunk who gossips about random rumors on set, that nobody liked her but couldn't say anything because she was dating Jimmy Beast. And I know all too much about that. I mean, in all honesty, isn't this just like typical woman behavior? I mean, like gossip type shit. Like, there's a whole genre on YouTube of just chicks talking about this kind of stuff, like, I heard this person said Sandra did this. You know what I mean? So I wanted to make a separate video on Jake Weddle, but I just didn't feel as if I had enough for it to be a full video on its own. So I'll just talk about him here real quick. Jake Weddle, as you guys know, is the man who was tortured for a Mr. Beast video that never came out. He also brought the sex offender working at Mr. Beast allegation to light. So if the story stopped there, then hey, he's a cool guy. He added to the story and pretty positive, if you ask me. The sex offender allegation was, I think right now, it is the biggest and worst thing out of this whole drama. So hey, good on him. But now he just keeps yapping, and people just found him really unfunny in DogPack's part 2 video, so the internet did what the internet does best and made fun of him for being really unfunny. I've already shown that one clip of his near the start of the video, but that was one of many. This eventually led to a full-blown meltdown on Instagram with a ton of posts. Now, I have two of my favorite ones here, and I'm just going to show them on screen, and I'm not going to read them out because there is a lot of words. So if you guys want to read it, you can pause and read it yourselves because I sure as ain't. Then he went on to post the official James Warren Nuke Whores edition.
Last thing, and this is for fun. One of the nukes, I'm just going to go ahead and drop it. James Warren. Sex work is work. this should be, legalized and regulated so that, people in those industries don't get hurt, right? That's my opinion on that. I have friends in those industries, people I used to go to high school with, and, I stayed in touch with, and they can't text me fast enough. When they say, hey, do you know this guy, James Warren? I was like, yeah, why? Oh, yeah, I've worked with him a few times. He loves to pay us to be around, and then he likes to show us his bank account and show us how much money he has. People he paid to be around, for that kind of stuff. Which, again, that's fine, but it's weird and cringe to pay those people to be around and then take out your phone and show them how much money. Do we have screenshots to prove that? Of course I do. Do I want to endanger the people who sent me those things? No, I do not. Because that's what's difficult about this, is people don't come forward because of you fucking trolls. Everyone is terrified to come forward. Oh, everyone's anonymous. That's because you people are fucking insane. That's why people are anonymous. And that's why he's gotten away with this for so long. It's because of you people who harass people on the internet. That's why this happens, and that's why it continues to happen. So if you don't know what you're fucking talking about, shut the fuck up.
Jake, I'm a troll and I'm in your walls. I'm living in your walls, Jake. Jake, please smash your walls, Jake. Rip the walls down. I'm in the walls, Jake. Please, I'm in your walls, Jake. You're schizophrenic. I'm in the walls. Now, Jake is also the same guy who is anti-Keemstar for being a paid shill of Mr. Beast's. But the thing is, Jake Weddle is the only guy in this whole situation to be officially paid out by Jimmy Beast. Now, of course, this was because he didn't get the full amount from the challenge video which he was tortured in, but he is the only guy in this whole situation to have been paid out, right, by Jimmy in any sort of public way, right? If there was evidence of Keemstar being paid off by Mr. Beast, then sure, right, I'll be talking about that just as much as I am talking about this. But he took 50k from the guy, and I'm supposed to believe that there was no incentive on Jimmy's end of the deal. Now, do I think Jake is a really bad guy? No. I think he is criminally cringe, and that's the biggest crime of them all. So, in all honesty, the death penalty seems appropriate. Anyway, guys, I have wasted enough of you guys' time, so I'll see you in the next video.